everyone, I'm Bernie Collins, former F1 strategist, and today we're going to take a look at the 2026 season of F1 Clash. This season marks one of the biggest shifts we've ever made in the game, and that's because 2026 is also a major turning point for Formula One itself. We're seeing sweeping regulation changes across the sport, and our goal with this update is simple: to ensure that F1 Clash feels more authentic, more strategic, and more reflective of how modern Formula One really works. So I'm going to walk you through what's new this season, what's changed, and most importantly, what it means for you when you're racing, managing your cars, and making decisions. So let's get started. First up, tracks. Over the course of the season, we'll be rolling out improved visuals across a number of Formula One's most iconic circuits, refreshing environments, refining detail, and elevating how race weekends look and feel. These updates are all about authenticity, from the atmosphere around the track to the way the circuit comes alive as the race unfolds. If you know these tracks well, you'll notice the difference straight away. And if you're racing them for the first time, this is the most immersive version we've ever delivered in F1 Clash. We're also introducing a refreshed garage environment, a new space where you manage upgrades, figure components, and shape your car's performance. It brings a more modern, cohesive feel to the management side of the game, reinforcing that sense of progression and control off the track. These visual updates all gave the 2026 season a sharper, more contemporary identity, both on track and behind the scenes. Next, let's talk about the cars. One of the most important changes for the 2026 season is the introduction of all new car models. As we all know, Formula One cars are changing significantly. They're becoming smaller, lighter, and built around a very different aerodynamic concept. And in F1 Clash, we've rebuilt the cars to reflect that. But this isn't just a visual update. These new models are designed to better represent how modern Formula One cars generate performance, how they move through the air, and how they behave across different race situations. As a player, that means the cars feel more purposeful, more responsive, and more closely aligned with the strategic decisions you're making around setup and components. The grid is expanding in the new season of F1 Clash. The addition of new teams will change the way you race and make decisions, just like it does in Formula One. In practical terms, that means a bigger grid, more cars on track, and more variables to manage during a race. Traffic, positioning, and timing all become that little bit more important, especially when races get tight and margins are small. And joining the grid are two major names in motorsport: Audi and Cadillac. These are globally recognised manufacturers entering F1, bringing fresh identity, fresh competition, and new strategic considerations into the game. More teams means more diversity in performance, more opportunities to adapt, and more ways to approach each race. Let's get into one of the biggest changes for 2026. The introduction of Overtake Mode. This is a new performance layer inspired by the evolving technical direction of Formula One. As part of the 2026 regulations, overtaking power is increasingly shaped by energy deployment rather than purely aerodynamic systems, and that shift is reflected in F1 Clash. In the game, this is represented through a brand new stat, enabled by a new battery component. Here's where it becomes interesting. Overtake Mode introduces a new dimension to how you think about performance and race management. It's not simply about adding speed. It's about how that energy is deployed, how it complements the rest of your car setup, and how it fits the demands of a specific circuit or race scenario. You'll need to decide when to prioritize Overtake Mode performance and how it balances against your other components, and which battery best supports your overall strategy. It's not just about overtaking. It's about control, timing, and how to integrate that capability into the bigger picture of your race plan. These new camera angles give you more dramatic and immersive perspectives of the race, helping bring the action closer than ever before. But it's not just about visuals. Seeing the race from new angles can genuinely help you better understand what's happening on track, from positioning in battles to timing your moves more effectively. It's a fresh way to experience races, and one that adds both excitement and clarity. Legendary drivers return to F1 Clash in 2026, and we're continuing to evolve how they fit into the game. Legendary drivers are not just nostalgic additions. They're icons of the sport, drivers who defined eras and left a lasting mark on Formula One. They play a meaningful role in long-term progression and strategic planning, influencing how you build and manage your team over time. In 2026, we'll be welcoming both returning legends and some new iconic names, including Bruce McLaren, Juan Manuel Fangio and Jochen Rindt. 2026 season marks a real evolution in Formula One and in F1 Clash. New cars, new teams, new ways to overtake, and a deeper strategy running through every part of the game. So whether you've been playing for years or just getting started, this season is designed to change how you think, how you plan, and how you approach every race. I can't wait to see how you adapt, and I'll see you on the grid. F1 Clash, race the revolution.